It's super important that you have to accept.
Hold up. You forgot the catchphrase, the name.
My bad. It's the ABs.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome. I'm Sebastian from the Black Menaces.
I'm also Nate from the Black Menaces.
And we are the Black Menaces. And matter of fact, this is the Black Menace University. It's our new online series where we talk more intricately and more nuanced about topics that we discuss on TikTok.
Yes, indeed. So today we're going to be talking about an ally, or what it means to be an ally. And we're also going to teach y'all how to be an ally in 5 easy steps. The definition of an ally is someone who can sympathize with a movement, cause, or experience, but cannot necessarily empathize with a movement, cause, or experience. Basically, that means that they can feel sympathy and they can feel emotions for people who go through certain things, but they can't necessarily say that they have lived or felt those experiences themselves, and so they're unable to empathize.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. So when becoming an ally, there's 5 easy steps that we mentioned, and the first one is to accept. It's super important that you have to accept.
Hold up. You forgot the catchphrase, the name.
My bad. It's the ABs.
Yes, indeed. The ABEs. I made this a long time ago.
Yes, you did.
Couldn't get ABC to work. Mad corny, but
ABEs. It was the Black Lives Matter summer, so it's worth the corniness.
Yeah, so without further ado,
the ABs. Number one for the A is accept. You have to accept that you cannot understand certain aspects of another person's struggle. If I'm able-bodied, I can't fully understand what it's like to not be able to walk. That's just one example. You have to accept that you can't understand that.
Sure. Number 2, you have to acknowledge that you may be a part of the problem. And then once you acknowledge that, you got to figure out how and why that might be the case. So for example, me as a man, even though I may, do my best not to be sexist or contribute to patriarchy, I have to accept that I am a part of that problem and that I contribute to that in ways that I am not aware. And then once I do that, I got to figure out what things I do that contribute to the patriarchy and figure out how to dismantle that in my own personal life.
And that directly leads into the first B, break down. Once you acknowledge those things and accept them, you can then realize how to then change and make the adjustments, how you can change. If, like we said, we're men, we can break down the patriarchy every single day. We can learn what we need to break down and continue to make those adjustments every day.
The first E, if someone's experience offends you, examine those feelings. This is something that we run into on our posts all the time. People love to jump in the comments and express their disdain or their offense at the things that we post, the experiences that we post. The reality is, these are not our experiences. These are the experiences of people that we post, right? So, a lot of times when we post stuff from the podcast, these are people sharing their experiences, things that they have lived through. So for someone to jump into the comments and say, oh, this is a lie or this isn't real, that's crazy. You got to step back. If you feel like someone's experience is rubbing you the wrong way, the first thing you should do is step back and examine yourself. Look at yourself and figure out, why does this bother me? And then go back and go through those other steps and maybe figure out how and why that issue bothers you.
And the last letter in our easy 5 steps is the E. And it's to truly educate yourself day in and day out on how to be a proactive ally. Allyship is not a passive thing, it's an active thing. And all of us as allies, we need to be educating ourselves on a day-to-day basis, whether that's podcasts, books, or just simply reading online and understanding the statistics behind the societal problems in which we live. So if you want to be an ally, these are our 5 easy steps.
Yes, indeed. So just to run through them one more time. Number 1, accept. Number 2, acknowledge. Number 3, break down. Number 4, examine. Number 5, educate. But yeah, that's the 5 easy steps, the ABEs. And to close it out, Angela Davis said, it is not enough to be racist. You must be anti-racist. You can apply that to any aspect of your life. It's not enough to be not sexist. You have to be anti-sexist. It's not enough to be not homophobic. You got to be anti-homophobic.
Right.
Can I get an amen?
Can we get an amen? Amen. And as the Black Menaces would say, amen.
Amen.
Period.
Amen. Per.
Period. Per.
Cool. We love y'all. This has been the first episode of Black Menaces University, and we'll catch y'all on another one.
We're out.